Today, on the Tom Kearin Channel, stop trying to become who you already are. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin Channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the Tom Kearin Channel. The only thing that keeps you from manifesting everything that you want and desire, that keeps you from creating the life of your dreams here and now, is you're struggling and trying to become who you already are, to manifest what you already have. Remember, you are all that is. You are that I am awareness. You are God or existence or ultimate reality experiencing itself from infinite vantage points or viewpoints or perspectives or identities. You are in this powerful, infinite physical playground that we call 3D reality to know yourself as source, to know yourself as God. So all struggling and trying creates the experience that you're not that person you desire to be, that you don't have those things that you want and desire, right? The more you try and struggle, the less of yourself, who you really are, that you experience. Do you see? You create a more narrow view or perception of all that you are. Remember, all processes and techniques reinforce the assumption either that you are that person that you desire to be or that you are not. Do you see? It comes from your assumption that I am that person I desire to be. Now processes and techniques become a powerful way for you to choose what part of all that you are that you want to experience now. Or they become this idea that I'm not that person I desire to be. And they create that experience. So it's not the techniques and processes that are source or that create your reality. It's your assumption of who you are. That's everything. That is your reality. Alan Watts, this philosopher, called this the backwards law, right? And some spiritual teachers call it the law of reverse effort or reversed effort. In other words, the more you try and struggle to be fulfilled and worthy, the more you create an experience of non-fulfillment or unworthiness, right? They use the example, the more you try to stay afloat on the water at the surface, the more you sink. The more you try to sink, the more you float. This is the idea of the backwards law or the law of reverse effort. This is why when we struggle and try to become something, become worthy, become secure, right, or become fulfilled, we create the experience of not being fulfilled, of not being worthy. You're already utterly worthy, utterly fulfilled. You can only create an experience of not being that. You already are that, right? You are fulfilled. You are worthiness. You are love. You are God. You are existence. You are the universe. You are all that is. So you just create that experience. And in the book, Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland, he talks about this idea of the insecurity labyrinth, a maze with these walls, right? And you're looking for an exit in the insecurity labyrinth. And the harder and you struggle and try to look for an exit, the taller the walls of the insecurity labyrinth get. The more unfulfilled you feel, the more insecure you feel, the more unworthy you feel, right, as you look for an exit. And then he talks about in the moment, and he called this importance, right, the walls of importance. But it's just you creating that idea that you're not fulfilled, that you're not secure, that you're not love already. But he says in the moment that you give up the struggle and trying, looking for an exit, the walls crumble. You were free the whole time. You were fulfilled the entire time. You were always fulfilled. You were always worthy. You were always God. You were always love. Right? It's only that struggling that creates that. Remember, all processes and techniques either reinforce your assumption that I am that person I desire to be, or they reinforce the assumption that I am not. They don't create anything you do by your assumption of who you are, right? A Course in Miracles called the idea of trying to be more than everything. They call it the insane idea of trying to be more than everything. You're already everything. Remember, in A Course in Miracles, it talks about that idea that the will of God is that He wills, or God wills, that you have everything, right? That you are everything and that you have everything. And God guaranteed His will by making you everything. So enjoy this. Stop trying and struggling to become who you already are. You are God, and there is no other. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin Channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, be sure to check out our video on the Be Something Wonderful channel that we just loaded today. That's a big one. And later this month, we'll have our 4th live event on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. More coming with great light, with great love, and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here on the Tom Kearin Channel. Until next time, we'll see you soon.